Sir, sir, 1 second. 1 second. This is not a political forum, all right? All right? Please, two things. You're a member of the bar. We don't require your affirmation to what we say. Please listen to us. You're a member of the bar. What you say has to abide by the rules of legal discipline. We are not here about what you feel about a particular political functionary or the other. That's not our concern. We are dealing with specific grievances of the doctors, and that will be. If you ask me to direct that the chief minister should resign, that's not part of our remit.
Lord, the stakeholders are heard. This is not a public platform. He is not concerned.
Look, I'm sorry. You please listen to me. Listen to me.
What happened?
Otherwise, I'll have you removed from the court. 1 second. Listen to me first.
Let me just make my point of view a little clear so that there is a confidence building between the doctors and the state. I'm here before you. That's my concern. I want this confidence to be built. I want the doctors to go back to work. I want to state it very clearly. So, my lord, your lordships have already issued the order relating to CCTV. We are satisfied with that. They've already informed us about the restrooms and the toilets. We are satisfied with that. We do understand it will take time to.
Just 1 second. Ketan, मैंने जो order dictate किया ना,
must go. Secondly,
so it will go on record as
but we must keep substantive equality.
State of West Bengal.
Particular different protection. My lords, just a few things, my lords.
And what?
Yes, my lord. Now,
Mr. Sibal, what we will do is that these 4 areas, 2 CCTV and restrooms we've already covered.
Yes.
F to I. This is something which we will ask the government to consider.
Well, it's already there. Existing committees are already there.
We'll just see if
this incident would not have happened.
Yeah, we put it. It's there.
These conditions had been put in place. Let's be clear. Let them not be in denial. That's our only demand. We have no other demand, my lord. Don't be in denial.
We're not denying it.
On behalf of the West Bengal Junior Doctors Front, an application has been filed seeking specific directions. Good stop. Two of the principal reliefs, which are the affidavit, inter alia, the affidavit contains the following prayers. We say, I तक copy कर लो. Prayer B, which has been set out above, is specifically covered, is specifically the subject matter of the investigation which is being carried out by the CBI, and hence, a full stop. As regards prayer C, the court has been apprised of the fact that a meeting took place on 16 September 2024 between the...
No, live streamed is not there, they've asked for live streaming.
They're satisfied with the meeting. We don't want live streaming. We're satisfied with what has taken place.
I agree.
No, this is not fair. Again, he's trying to demonize the doctors.
No.
Nothing else. We went without the precondition of live streaming.
As regards prayer B, a meeting took place on 16 September 2024 between the Chief Minister and about 40 representatives of the West Bengal Junior Doctors Front. Full stop. A copy of the minutes of the meeting has been placed on the record. Full stop. Ms. Jaising, however, states that though prayer B contains a specific request for live streaming of the meeting, that was not insisted upon, and broad terms of settlement. We'll say broad terms of settlement have been arrived at in the course of the
broad terms of settlement. They wanted 40 of us went.
There's D and E relating to CCTV cameras and restrooms and toilets has already been dealt with in the earlier part of this order. We find merit in the request which has been made by the Junior Doctors Front in terms of prayers F to I, and direct that the state government should consider the request and take ameliorative steps.
If not already done.
If not already taken.
What
Stop.
if not? Can you
Where-
make a statement that you've got successful
where-
harassment
one second,
committees
Ms. Jaising.
in your hospitals? Can you make that
Where-
statement, Mr. Sibel? Put your hand on your heart and
yes.
make that statement.
These
Don't
We
be
can.
denial.
It's in the status report.
the
They're
prayer,
not there, my lord.
more
I'm making a
specifically,
statement, they're
the
not there.
steps which need to be taken by the state government include are for bracket 1, the formation of a broad-based monitoring committee in each hospital, consisting of the administration, academics, doctors, nurses, and other healthcare staff to deal with safety issues. Bracket 2, semicolon, bracket 2, the formulation of a confidential grievance redressal system in every hospital for the redressal of grievances of students, doctors, and other staff. 3, the formation of internal complaints committees in accordance with the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace into brackets Prevention, Prohibition, and Redressal bracket Act 2013, and bracket 4, the setting up of counseling centers in every hospital with qualified professionals, particularly from the psychiatric and psychology departments, to deal with the issues of stress which are faced by doctors in the course of their duties. Would stop. Each of these aspects would merit serious consideration and would impress upon the state of West Bengal the need to take remedial action.
If not done, Manoj,
If
because
not already done.
Yes.
Within a period of 3 days from the
Correct.
date of this order.
Correct, Manoj. Now, Manoj, I just want
My lords, with regard
the
to
last
the
issue. May I now, Manoj, finish with that?
Yes.
Press.
My lords, if I may, very
Now, Manoj,
briefly,
now-
it's very important.
Now we gave you adequate time. You can't keep on coming back.
Notification
now-
has not been set aside.
Manoj, only one request.
They recorded their statement that they are not going to insist upon that.
I'm grateful, my lords. My
That-
lords,
Yes.
One
Lord,
last thing,
let
Manoj.
me
Now
see
that we have
your-
agreed to all this, the cease work must stop, Manoj. They must go back to work.
If the name of the
Now,
notification.
Ms. Jaising,
Yes.
Learned
Yeah, but
Jaising, Learned Senior Counsel appearing on behalf of the Juniors Doctors Front, has stated that with the above confidence building measures, which are to be followed by the state of West Bengal, the junior doctors would have no difficulty in resuming work. Full stop. It has been stated that the only concern of the junior doctors was that necessary facilities for ensuring their safety at the workplace should be duly installed. We accept the assurance which has been tendered by the
Deeply
government.
obliged. We are deeply obliged. And now, the last thing is that the challan, Manoj, your lordship.
Allow me to finish,
Can-
please. But can we maintain that order? One person addressing the court at a time?
Yes.
Yes. Now, my lord, your lordships have just dictated, if I heard correctly, that we have no difficulty resuming work.
No, we have said that you said that in principle the doctors would like to come back, but they wanted confidence building measure.
Yes.
And that with these steps which we have now virtually taken from your application and the other steps that you are now willing to.
There's just one caveat to that. My lord, one addition, if you can just record it. My lord, we are accountable to our general body. We plan to hold our general body today or tomorrow. So there may be a gap of time. I want that on record. I don't want to be told I'm in contempt of court.
Ms. Jaising has informed the court that in view of the minutes which were recorded before the Chief Minister, the meeting held on 16 September 2024, and the directions which have been issued in this order, the junior doctors would approach the general body so that a broad consensus evolves to facilitate the return of the doctors to work.
Yes, one more thing, my lord, one more thing. Your lordship will just come to prayer B, prayer B. Now, my lord, this is a very, very serious issue, and we know it requires to be addressed. Direct the state government to establish and fix administrative responsibility. My lord, just hear me out. We are not getting into the domain of the CBI. My lord, we do not wish to get into the domain of the CBI.
Earlier direction of this court. Huh?
My lord, it is not my case that I want to interfere with the domain of the CBI. The words have been chosen carefully. We have used the expression fix administrative responsibility.
Jaising,
We-
when you,
for
Ms. Jaising, 1 second. those responsible for the cover-up of the incident.
So the incident, my lord, I made a statement earlier
What
that
is the
they're still
nature-
there. My lord, hear me for a minute. What
We
is
are
it that
still,
is?
we are still being apprised by CBI
Yes.
of the nature of the cover-up which took place.
No.
1 second. Until CBI gives us a better,
Yes.
a better updated status report, then we will issue directions
No,
to them.
I bow to that. I bow to that, my lord. I'm not talking about the domain of the CBI. Just hear me for one.
No, we are not saying, 1 second. Once CBI points out what has emerged during the course of the investigation, we will have some material to issue directions to the state government to take action.
Yes, my lord.
But we must have some material before.
Agree, this is going to be a continuing mandamus. I agree. I know that your lordships are not ignoring this issue, but give me 1 second. My lord, your lordship needs to be told that one of the reasons they've not gone back to work is because it is their belief, rightly or wrongly, that those responsible for this disaster are still there. And these people on return will be victimized, my lord. We want some kind of assurance from this court that they will not be victimized on returning to work because they are still there. They are working in Rgkar hospital today. Today, my lord. They are working there.
The
And
chief
therefore,
minister has already made the statement
These are my instructions
publicly.
as well, my lord.
In the meeting yesterday, it is recorded.
that is why I chose my words carefully, not CBI administrative action.
No.
My lord, for example, the principal has been suspended under the civil service rules.
It is
The
not
civil
possible.
service rules to apply. And one last thing I want to apprise you of. My lord, there are statutes involved in the functioning of these institutions. One is the University Act, the other is the Medical Council Act, and the third is, of course, the Department of Science. All three have to take responsibility for what's been going on in the hospitals. Three statutory bodies have to be held responsible, my lord, for what has gone on over here. All the statutes have a provision in them for monitoring, each one of them, monitoring the functioning of every hospital. The state has a responsibility to monitor. The university has a responsibility to monitor. The medical council has a responsibility to monitor. And my prayer concerns those three statutory bodies. I'm not interfering with the work of the CBI at all. And they are still there. They are still roaming around in the premises. My lord, you give us any guarantee, we are willing to take it and go back to work. Anything the court thinks is proper. I'm not putting any preconditions, my lord. Protect us. That's all. There's a fierce psychosis right now.
This is correct, my lord.
And we want to go back to work. I want to make that clear.
If the chief minister has given insurance, Mullahs, then what more do they want?
What's the nature of the assurance? You tell us what is the nature of
The
the
nature of the assurance, no action will be taken against them. No punitive action will be. What more can be said? Well, join work,
Point.
Question of
join work, Mullahs.
Making a separate point.
what punitive action will be taken against those who did this to us?
That's a matter of.
What will we
that's-
do to them?
Yeah, come on.
We are seized the matter.
Yes.
Yes.
Once we have material, that is exactly the area which the CBI is monitoring. Namely, what was the other instances of corruption
Yes.
in these hospitals?
My lord, it's not
Just
just
one
a
second.
question of corruption.
Just please understand what we are. Don't allow us to complete what we are saying. One, what is the nature of financial irregularities at Rgkar itself? Two, was there any acts of commission and omission in the performance of duties by these doctors, by the principal? Third, was there any attempt to cover up what happened or to hush up the crime? So a variety of issues is being
And
explored.
what is there a
We are-
nexus between them and the West Bengal Medical Council? Is there a nexus
are-
between them and the department? Is
We
there
are-
a nexus between them and the university?
1 second. We are seized of the matter. We are not leaving your prayer be. Mr. Sibal, we'll record Mr. Sibal's statement that the Chief Minister of West Bengal has assured the doctors, and which he reiterates before us, that no punitive or adverse action shall be taken against the doctors who are returning back to work in pursuance of your statement. before.
Very well, my lord. we are
But they
giving
must
some
return
right
to
that.
work, Mullahs, is not as.
Let it be recorded, my lord. Let it be
But they
recorded.
must return to work.
Responding,
Confidence building
Uh,
enable us to persuade them to go back to work.
Learned Senior Counsel has earnestly requested the court to record an assurance that no punitive action, that no punitive or adverse action shall be taken against the doctors who return to work, particularly having regard to the fact that the concerns of the doctors were over the lack of safety and security. And as a matter of fact, there is an ongoing investigation to determine as to whether there were any financial irregularities in regard to the in regard to the work at the public hospital. Full stop. Mr. Kapil Sibal, and senior counsel appearing on behalf of the state of West Bengal, states that an assurance was held out by the chief minister to the junior doctors, जो भी friend hai, which is now reiterated before this court, that no adverse or punitive action shall be taken against the doctors who return to work
For the cease work, Malad, obviously.
for the period during which they were
But with
absent.
the caveat, my lord, it will enable them to say, we are failing you. You don't have enough marks. Your lordship will confine it only to adverse action.
Now, we have said adverse action
Yes.
occasioned by their abstention from work.
That's all. That's all.
By the extension
No
of
adverse
work, my lord, this is a
My
regular
lords, if I
period
may
of-
clarify what Ms.
Malad,
Jaising is saying.
Malad, may I now?
My lords, if I may briefly clarify what Ms. Jaising is saying.
We have also said that they are going to constitute a confidential grievance redressal mechanism. We have
They must also,
constituted
Malad, she said that we'll have a general body meeting. They already said so.
You come back
This
to
is
us
recorded.
with even one such concrete case and we will take it.
Malad, Malad, may I give, Malad, I think,
May I mention an IA?
Malad, may I have a chance, Malad?
Yes.
Malad, they have said that there will be a general body meeting, Malad, and then they will join work, Malad. So as to when that will happen, Malad, we must know, because
I'm sorry, my lord, I can't give a date.
Your lordships, may I
Uh,
mention?
it means what?
Our order,
Yes,
the last order, we are not modifying our last order,
okay, okay.
right? We have given, we have passed an order last time. We are not modifying that order.
Very good.
We have created conditions for them to come back to work.
Yes, yes,
We have recorded their assurance
yeah.
that now that you have said that there will be no vindictive or adverse action, they will take a decision to come back to work.
Yes,
Let them now do whatever they have to do to implement that assurance and come back to work.
yes. So this must not be open-ended. It should not be.
May-
Malad, 1 second, last thing.
Your lordships, may I mention an IA?
Somebody.
All right, one second.
Well,
Who are you? Who are you appearing for?
Lord, stakeholders are heard.
One second. Sir, 1 second. Sir, 1 second. 1 second. This is not a political forum, all right? All right? Please, two things. You're a member of the bar. We don't require your affirmation to what we say. Please listen to us. You're a member of the bar. What you say has to abide by the rules of legal discipline. We are not here about what you feel about a particular political functionary or the other. That's not our concern. We are dealing with specific grievances of the doctors, and that will be. If you ask me to direct that the chief minister should resign, that's not part of our remit. as a
Lord, the
constitutional body.
stakeholders are heard. This is not a public
This is not-
platform. He is not concerned.
Look, I'm sorry. You please listen to me. Listen to me.
What happened?
Otherwise, I'll have you removed from the court. 1 second. Listen to me first. All right, we'll take it up.
Well,
Absolutely.
Come back.
Your lordships,
Malad, I'll take only 1 minute. Malad, I'll take only 1 minute. But there's only, the form 5371 has not been used since 1997.
The challan.
This is a challan. 1 second, hold on.
Video that
One
is
second.
there.
Really unfortunate.
Allow me to say,
This is
allow me to
admission.
finish. It was not shown to the High Court. That's a wrong statement. I put it all in the affidavit. Your Lordship may read the
You
affidavit.
know, his,
All right. You have handed over a pen drive to the Solicitor General.
No,
of
that
what
is
was
different.
Produced before the High Court.
Yes,
Solicitor has that.
yes.
Mr. Sibal says that the form was not used since 1990.
7.
incorrect statement.
1997. If that is so, CBI will verify whether.
Yes.
We'll verify, but if it
We
is-
use what is called a requisition.
There.
We use a
Backed
requisition.
up by the Chief Justice. How can you say so?
Malad, let me just state, we use a,
As a state, you cannot say that there is a statutory form which we. do
no,
not
no, no,
use.
we
Let
use
it
a
be recorded.
requisition
Part of the calculation.
consistent with the Government of India's standard operating procedures.
It has to
We
be
are since
Can't-
1990.
It's a
Fine.
tribunal.
We don't buy that explanation. Once there is a statutory form, the statutory form.
Mohandas, all the information is already there in the requisition. Everything in the form is there in the
Question is along with the form.
requisition is already there.
We are not commenting on that.
But Malad, let them in.
Right over here.
Lord,
Let
if
them
that
not
form
comment,
is
that's fine.
replaced, we do not
We
know,
will
my lord.
start with the regular board at 2 o'clock.
Telangana,
Right.
Telangana domicile matters, item 37.
We'll take it up. Don't worry, we'll go in rapid fire.
Very well.
Grateful, my lord.
Right.